You are not lacking a single quality that would stop you from becoming the most confident version of yourself. You are just trying to live a life that is too small for who you are meant to step into and meant to become. Confidence is not something that you just stumble upon and find, but it's something that you find within yourself. It is something that you work towards and you build upon to become a confident person. If you've ever walked into the bathroom or looked into a mirror and said, I'm not where I want to be right now. I'm not very confident in who I am as a person. I'm not confident in my looks or my capabilities, X, Y, or Z, whatever it is, this video is for you because I have been there. I have been in a point in my life where I feel so uncomfortable within my own skin and my own capabilities, and I just want to dive deep in today's video on how you can really just find that confidence within yourself because it's absolutely existing. And I'm also here to show you that this version of you that you keep dreaming about and you want to absolutely become, it's not separate from you, it's already within you, you just haven't met this version of yourself yet. And today, these are going to be the 5 key points that I'm going to touch in this video on how you can start finding that confidence within yourself and really just stepping into the most confident and high version of yourself, because when you walk into a room with a strong head on your shoulders and you go about life in a manner of, you know what, I have full capability and I have full trust within myself, and every single aspect, you will go about life completely differently. So with that being said, let's get into today's video. So let's actually start with the root, because before you can become confident, you have to understand what confidence actually is. Confidence is not just a mood. Confidence isn't just something that you wake up with. It's about proving to yourself that you can be reliable on who you are and you can have enough trust and faith within yourself to feel confident and good. It's an identity that you choose to align with. You can choose to either repeat to yourself over and over again, I'm never going to be confident, I'm never going to be able to do X, Y, or Z, or you can look in the mirror and start saying, you know what, I'm going to start with small little wins day by day. I'm going to start building that trust with myself. If you don't think that you are a confident person right now, I just want you to take a second to think of all the small wins that you have had in your life. No matter how small it is, reflect and think back on it right now. Because when you acknowledge even the small little things that you have been able to do, it gives you a sense of confidence. It gives you a sense of accomplishment. Like, wow, even though I might not be all the way up here right now, I'm here right now, or I'm here, wherever it is, and know that you have been able to take steps before in the past, so you can continue to trust yourself and you can continue to build that confidence up within yourself. You do not wait for confidence. You become confident through action, through proving to yourself that you are worthy and that you can trust yourself. It's not about thinking back on the past and thinking about what you have not done, but it's about thinking about everything that you have done. I promise you, there are things that you have been able to accomplish and things that you have done very well in your life. No matter who you are, no matter how many failures you think you have, there are things and there are reasons for you to feel confident in yourself. It's about keeping your promise to yourself. If you say you're going to do something, then follow through on it. I know that it can be hard to sometimes follow through on the things that we set for ourselves, especially if we don't feel like doing it that day. But every single time that you show up, you are building that confidence within yourself. And the fastest way to destroy your confidence in yourself is to keep breaking your word. I'm not going to go back with that guy. You go back with that guy. I'm not going to be friends with this girl. You start hanging out with this girl again. You're breaking these little small promises that you have with yourself, and you are bringing down your confidence levels. It, like, naturally, if you keep going back on your word, especially when it has to do with your self-worth and your surroundings, you are going to naturally believe that you shouldn't feel as confident because look at me. I can't even trust my own words. I can't even trust the things that I say to myself. So a really important part to start with is to keep the promises that you say to yourself. Keep the promises that you keep between you and God, because it's not like you're going to be punished for not doing the things that you promise yourself you're going to do, but you're diminishing the confidence that you have in your decision making. Confidence is also the energy and the presence that you bring to every single room. It's not about being the best in the room or the prettiest or the smartest or the most successful. It's about walking into a room and saying, you know what, I'm here because I know I belong here. Even if you do not feel very confident in your looks or your communication skills, whatever it is, first of all, your communication skills can be absolutely built upon. But walk into a room with conviction like you are meant to be there. And I know and I understand that sometimes it's really hard to feel confident in yourself, but sometimes you genuinely just have to fake it until you make it. If you speak to someone in a very convicting tone, like you are meant to be there, like you are meant to be having the conversation with that person, they will reflect their responses back based on your energy in a way of, wow, they're a confident person. Like, I'm gonna make sure I'm putting myself together too. Walk into a room with good posture. Keep eye contact with people when you talk to someone. If you're talking to someone, your eyes all over the place, that person's going to immediately be able to spot out, this person doesn't have a lot of trust in what they are saying to me, and this person doesn't have a lot of confidence. And I'm not saying that I don't have empathy, because I understand that a lot of things in our life, maybe that's a traumatic event, your childhood, what your parents said to you made you feel like you can't be a confident person, but genuinely fake it till you make it. Even though it might be so uncomfortable, when you are having a conversation with someone, keep your freaking eyes looking at their eyes. Keep dead eye contact. And this is something that I have been able to do, especially when it comes to like business and really introducing myself and meeting, I guess, important people, is like, I shake their hand with firmness. Even though I might be super nervous to talk to this person, you're not going to be able to tell that from my outer world. I might be freaking out on the inside, but I shake their hand with conviction. I speak to them like I am meant to be wherever I'm at. I walk with good posture. The posture is so, so important. Like, you cannot be slouching everywhere. Like, okay, I'm sorry if you have a really bad case of scoliosis. I'm pretty sure if you have scoliosis, though, you could still train and work on your posture. I remember one of my friend's little sisters, she used to walk around with this back straightener on her back. I don't know logistically how good that is for you, but walk with some purpose and with some intention, like you are meant to be there, because people will feed off that confident energy. Now, once you start showing up for yourself, there is one very dangerous trap that will strip your identity, and that is needing the approval from everyone around you. Validation feels awesome. It feels great. As humans, we look for validation. But if you make it a point to need validation from every single person around you, you will constantly feel drained within your confidence, because not everyone will always be able to approve of you, especially when you start taking this over into social media. If you find that your source of validation is from how many Instagram likes you get, you need to take a serious detox from social media, because that should not be your validation point. Posting a reel and seeing how many likes should not be your validation point. That is not even the real world. That validation has to come from within you first. Detach from other people's opinions, especially when it comes to social media. And I know sometimes it could be easier said than done. So if this is a skill that you want to build upon, take a freaking month break from social media. I have taken months on end break from social media, and I come back thriving, feeling better than ever, because I remove myself from that toxic place. If it's a toxic place for you, I think there's good aspects of it, and I also think there's toxic aspects of it. But remove yourself just for a little bit from the digital world and plant yourself with your real self, your real life, for a month. No distractions, no comparisons, no validation, whatever. And be with yourself and generally start fulfilling and fueling your confidence with the promises that you can keep to yourself, the little small action steps that you can take every single day, the small little wins you could track. Oh, I said that I was going to stay in a calorie deficit today, and I did. Amazing. I'm starting to build that little, like when you start building on top of habits and you keep getting better 1% every single day. I said I was going to walk 10K steps a day. I did. I said I was going to work on this for my business. I did. I said I was going to apply to a bunch of jobs today. I did. Because social media and constantly needing to be on that phone and needing that extra boost of serotonin to see someone liked your picture or your reel or whatever it is will absolutely drain you and will constantly keep you craving for more and more of this fake validation, because that's not even the validation you should be looking for in the first place. True validation and purposeful validation comes from when you help others. You're a good family member. You have your heart filled with love. You are enjoying nature, you're outside, you're connecting with God, you're building meaningful relationships. And if social media strips that from you, take a freaking break. Like, It will be, you can continue to watch my YouTube videos, but you don't have to keep scrolling on Instagram. This is something that I continue to work on still to this day. Sometimes when I don't see that I got a lot of views on my YouTube video, or I posted a reel and it didn't get a lot of engagement, or not a lot of people liked my Instagram post, I can think, does this mean that my work is not meaningful? Does this mean that people don't enjoy my content? And then I remind myself, you know what? I am not who they say I am who I say I am. Make that a little mantra, a little affirmation if you want to. Say to yourself every single day, I am who I claim to be. I am not who others say I am. Because there's going to be haters. There's going to be people who aren't going to like your post. Maybe the algorithm just didn't boost out your post, and you can't make that your validation source. And that's what I have to do, as I just said. If I don't see all the views or whatever, I can't go into my head and think that what I'm spreading isn't good, because I'm doing what brings me happiness. I'm doing what really aligns with who I believe I am as a person. And that's what really matters. And taking it out from social media aspect as well, it's easy to crave validation from other people, but you have to find that validation within yourself, because no amount of love from your boyfriend or your parents or your friendships or your situationship, whoever it is, will ever be able to fully fill the void of love for yourself and validation for yourself. Because no matter how much someone continues to fill your cup up with that validation, there's a hole at the bottom of your cup and it just keeps coming out. The only way that cup will ever be able to be filled is with your own validation. It starts with the love that you have for yourself first. And I talked about this in a video or 2 or 3 ago about your self-image and the art and the power of having a very strong self-image for yourself. Identify who you want to strive for, who you want to become, the highest version of you, the most confident version of yourself, and genuinely embody and walk in that version of you every single day, even if you are faking it, until you make it. Reclaiming your worth and separating yourself from validation are the first steps. And the third step to really make sure that you stay aligned within your confidence in yourself is watching your environment and your surroundings. If you are hanging out around a bunch of insecure people, their insecurity is going to be reflected onto you. If you're hanging out with a bunch of losers, their loserness is going to be reflected onto you. Your environment is one of the most important things, especially when you are trying to grow and become better. And of course, I know that there's some things that we cannot control in our external environment, especially if you still live at home. Especially if you have a toxic family life, like there's some things that you cannot change the external world of, but there are a lot of things that you can control. And one of the biggest ones is the people that you hang out with. It is better to be lonely than to hang out around a bunch of people who are going to constantly bring your self-worth and your confidence down and will hold you back from the things that you are meant to step into. I've had to remove myself from a lot of people, especially when I started doing my talking videos and really started stepping into my highest self and my best self. There are a lot of girls that I had to remove myself from because their insecurity was projecting onto me. There's literally this girl that I would hang out with, and all she would say is, "Am I fat? I'm so fat. I need to look skinny. Oh my gosh, look how much I Facetune this picture. Like, oh, I'm not going to eat anything today." And that would literally make me feel so insecure. Every single time I stopped hanging out with her, I'd be constantly body checking myself. I'd constantly be thinking, am I fat? Like, do I need to starve myself? I know that sounds extreme, but the girl that I used to hang out with all the time was literally projecting her insecurity onto me. And, this is something that I had to really pray to God about and really ask him to show me what I should do in the situation. And thankfully she was just removed from my life. But you can't hang out with people who are going to project that energy onto you, because you are going to start walking and talking like that unconfident person. It's so interesting. You are who you hang out with. You are who you surround yourself with. So if you constantly surround yourself with insecure people, you will be insecure. And people who do not see their worth definitely do not see your worth. That's another thing too. A lot of people, if they're very insecure and they are not confident in themselves, they definitely do not have a lot of confidence in you. And when you start coming around saying, you know what, I'm really going to try to be really confident. I'm going to try to be the best version of myself. They're going to bring you down, either naturally, like with their presence and their aura, or with their words and their actions towards you. You can't do that. What? We've been friends for so long and we've been stuck in the same place forever. And now you want to leave and you want to go boss up? Like, absolutely not. I'm going to project my hater energy onto you so you can feel it. You know, little side tangent, but seriously, watch who you hang out around. Like, that is so important. It's better, again, to have no friends than have a bunch of crappy friends. You need to audit your circle. That includes your friends, your habits, as well as the media that you allow yourself to engage in. Because where your attention goes, energy will flow. So you need to make the decision to start setting higher standards for your life with the people that you allow yourself to hang out with the habits that you do every single day, and with the media that you allow yourself to engage in and watch. Start creating empowering rituals and habits for yourself to build up that self-confidence. Make journaling a habit every once in a while. Start reading more books. Start putting the phone down for more. Move your body. Get outside. Touch grass. See the sun. There are things that you can do naturally to start building and boosting your energy levels and your confidence levels. And especially about the movies and TV shows that you let yourself engage in. You are not going to feel very confident in yourself and like the best version of yourself if you let yourself feed on movies, TV shows, and video games all day, because you are constantly escaping to a reality that is not real, and you are not letting your attention, your focus be on yourself. Do a 30-day do a 30-day movie, TV show, and video game fast, and you will see, in social media fast, and you will see the biggest difference, seriously, within how you feel within your own internal state. And this is really up to you if you want to make that decision, if you actually want to follow through on the commitments that you make to yourself. Because you could be hyped after this video and you could write down everything that you want to do and that you want to change. And when you do not follow through on it, you are breaking the promise that you made to yourself, and you are not building that confidence and that trust within yourself. But if you say to yourself, I'm going to start creating new habits and new routines for myself, and you actually follow through on them, you are building up that self-trust and that confidence within yourself. It's just about, how bad do you want it? How bad do you want to see things to change? If your current life feels too small, build a bigger one, because you can. Also, you guys, sorry for this interruption. If you see the boxes in the background, it's because we have officially a whole big bulk order of almost all of our inventory. We're just missing one more for Loom projects. So these are the updated hoodies on the back. Thank you, God, for keeping me safe while I get this money. It says money, but yeah, this is one of our products. This is the back of the hoodie. I've never actually shown any of the products on the videos, but yeah, this is the front of the hoodie, Loom projects. We are officially another week closer to dropping, and it would mean the world to me if you could support at Loom Projects on Instagram. All right, let's get back to the video, because you guys are stepping into your most confident version of yourself ever. So now, once you see your life start matching your worth, the next level is practice. The next step is repetition, because confidence isn't just something that you build overnight. It is something that is built upon, and is something that you continue to work at every single day. The most confident people, the most successful people, build up that confidence by constantly doing hard things, by constantly keeping the promises that they said to themselves, by constantly doing things that are outside of their comfort level. Because even if you're scared to do something, still do it anyways. And the feeling after you do that thing and you accomplish what you set out after, even when you were scared, will literally 10x that confidence that you feel within yourself. Because even though you were scared, you still did it. Usually when you are scared to do something because it is bigger than you, it is a good thing. It is something that you should absolutely go after. Because if you're striving for little small things that are down here and things that you could easily do, who cares if you actually get it accomplished? But if you do something that's all the way up here and something that is so terrifying, that is bigger than you could ever imagine, you have no idea how you're going to do it, and you actually accomplish it, not only will you be able to get respect from others, but you will be able to really give yourself that self-respect and be like, whoa, I really did that. Confidence equals repetition plus exposure plus action. Do something, no matter how small it is, every single day that ever so slightly scares you. Say hi to a stranger. Reach out to that girl or guy that you thought was attractive. Reach out to that person who might have a job opportunity for you. Apply to that school. Apply to that job. Try to build that business one step at a time. Do something every single day that will build that confidence muscle, even when it scares you. And now I want to keep it 100% real with you. Confidence is not something that you will always feel aligned and attached to. There are going to be days where you wake up and you absolutely question your self-worth if you are able to do it, and your confidence levels. It is going to happen. It is inevitable. But it's not about thinking that you need to start from square one back on your confidence journey, but saying, you know what? I've gotten myself this far. I might be having an off day right now. I might not believe in myself 100% today. But that does not mean that I'm not going to keep trying. That does not mean that I'm not going to continue to build myself up and just throw away all the self-work that I have done. Self-compassion is your safety net. It's about being okay with and understanding that your becoming is an event and an occurrence that happens over and over again. There are days where I literally do not feel confident in my abilities at all. Especially when it's that time of the month for me. I literally am like, I don't have any faith in myself. And that is completely normal. Don't beat yourself up so badly about having off days or feeling like you're not going to be able to do that work that you need to do, or you're not going to be able to walk into the room feeling the most confident and empowered version of yourself. Give yourself that emotional peace and little hug over yourself and be like, you know what? Tomorrow, I'm going to continue to try. Even today, I'm going to continue to try. And if I don't feel it all the way, that's okay. It's not like it's going to be gone forever. It's going to flow back in. I'm going to get out of this, what is it, the luteal phase? I don't know, for all my girls out there. I'm like starting to get into all the cycle flow stuff, because I've never understood all of that. And for some reason, as I've gotten older now, it's like the phases of that time of the month hit me way harder. So now I literally have to plan my work days and stuff around my flow, because some days I literally want to lay in bed all day and do nothing. No work, no nothing, just literally lay in bed. Maybe read a little bit, because I don't think you should give yourself 100% excuse to just be a couch potato ever. But anyways, and I think a lot of my confidence as well comes from the very deep relationship that I feel with God and the universe, and the trusting that I feel, and just knowing that I have identified and God has given me this ability to wake up to my purpose and my calling, and to really realize the beautiful spiritual being that I am, and that you are as well. And I constantly remind myself of that. We literally are God's highest form of creation. There are so many things beyond you that you could ever imagine, like things that you could do within your own mind, and things that you really are able to accomplish with your time being on earth. And never ever forget that. When you doubt yourself, when you don't feel a lot of confidence, know that God believes in you wholeheartedly. The universe has your back 100% and wants to see nothing but the best from you. And by reminding myself of that, especially on my off days, it makes me feel a lot better, because I know that I'm not existing here right now for no reason, and neither are you. You are existing in this timeline for a reason. You're not just a floating piece of dust. There's something out there. God is watching over you and protecting you, and really just wanting to see you in your best, happiest, and most prosperous state ever. God is within you. You are never separate from this energy force that is just absolute love and life. And remind yourself of that, especially on the days where you don't feel confident. So you've officially made it through this video if you are still here. So that means you are another step closer to becoming the most confident version of yourself. And by everything that I have said in today's video, I am not expecting you to be completely transformed. The things that I told you completely renewed and transformed you, because that's up to you. What happens next is what you decide to do after you watch this video, and what you do to start building that confidence up within you. Because as I said in the beginning of the video, you are not lacking a single component from being and feeling like the most confident version of you. It is existing within you. You may not have just met that version of yourself yet. But no, she or he is in there. You deserve to walk into a room and absolutely feel like you belong. You deserve to feel like you belong within your own body, like you belong on this earth, because you absolutely do. I love you guys so, so much. I thank you so much for watching my video. Whenever you guys have a topic that you want me to talk about, please comment it or message me. My inbox is literally always open. It genuinely fills my heart with so much happiness when you guys leave messages to me saying that my videos help you, because that's the whole reason I do these videos, because I know what it's like to feel like a prisoner of your own mind and to feel like life is just happening to you. But life is never happening to you. Life is always happening from you. I promise you. I may not know everything in this world. I definitely do not know everything in this world, but I do know one thing, and is that you really do create your own reality. There's things that you will not always be able to control, but you get to choose your thinking and your perception, and it absolutely does control how you will see everything outside of you and how you will see things come to you. I'm rambling. I love you guys, and I will see you hopefully next week. All right. Mwah. Thank you, beautiful ladies and gentlemen. I hope you guys are the most confident, successful, beautiful versions of yourself ever. Bye.